lots of Series 1. Hey everyone, it's Rose Collectors here. We are doing a different type of video. We have 3 tips to help you find retail sports cards in your area. At least these are tips that work for us. Now we know that our area may be peculiar in the fact that we are more sparsely populated or in a more sparsely populated area. But these are things that have helped us, and hopefully they will help you if you haven't been able to find them. Maybe these are a couple things you could try. So we have 3 of them. The first off is you have to know if your store's been restocked.
Yeah, it is actually, it sounds kind of dumb, but it's important because if you don't know if it's restocked, you won't be able to tell just because the stuff goes off the shelf so quickly. Even around here, it's hard to tell sometimes. So what we would recommend doing is, checking whenever you go to check your store, take a picture of the card section. And obviously, and especially take a picture of stuff that may not sell as quickly. Like I know Yu-Gi-Oh stuff doesn't, by us at least, doesn't sell at all. So if you take a picture of that kind of stuff, and the sports cards as well, obviously you can look back on that. If you go there every day, let's say, take a picture every day, you can look back and see what changes throughout the week to see if your store's been restocked and if you missed it.
Yeah, so you have to know if it's been restocked, and sometimes it's very hard to tell because in 5 minutes, what was just put out there can be taken off the shelf. So you have to know that. So go, often check and then take pictures. So that's pretty basic, but it's crucial because we've gone in at times and wondered if it's been restocked.
Yeah, we've done that a lot.
And we've been doing this now for several years, and seeing it and then wondering even, did we miss something? So yeah, that's a key one.
It's important. Yeah, the next thing is to figure out when they restock, figure out the schedule. I can tell you that by us, Walmart's and Meijer's, which we have in the Midwest, almost always restock on Thursday or Friday. At least in our region in general, that seems to be the case. I know in other places it tends to be a little bit different, but it seems like most places throughout the country, Thursdays and Fridays for Walmart's, even occasionally Saturdays, but normally Thursdays and Fridays for Walmart's and Meijer's are the days that they will restock. Target is stocked by a different company. They have a different distributor.
Yeah. Excel Marketing does Target, and then MJ Holding does Walmart and Meijer.
Correct, yeah. So it differs, but Target will tend to restock on different days. But it also depends on if your store, like our store, we have a employee, I think it's of the Anderson company that actually employs the people. But she stocks the cards. But I know some Targets now don't even have an Excel person or whoever Excel hires to hire their people. They don't have one of those people. It's just Target, workers that run that. So
yeah,
that can, change it too. But.
Right, exactly. So yeah, know the schedule. Now, how are you going to know the schedule? Well, obviously you're going to have to go, once again, often and early to these stores. So don't just go on a Thursday or Friday and expect to find the stocker if you just go once a day. You're going to probably have to go multiple times during that day, and then you'll figure out, well, did they restock? If so, when? And then do they have the same schedule? Because they don't all have the same schedule. In fact, some of the companies are told to vary their schedule. The stockers are told to vary their schedule. So, Thursday at 2 p.m. one day, next week it could be Thursday at 8 a.m., and then Friday at 2 p.m. the following week. So you have to learn it, and you have to kind of study it. Now, one thing you definitely don't want to do is be a stalker, okay? So not one that would actually stalk somebody. So that is a big no-no. Don't follow the people around from store to store, write down their license plate numbers. Don't do this crazy stuff that you hear about on the on the web.
Yeah, or people, a bunch of grown men sitting in lawn chairs at Targets, waiting for 8 hours. It's kind of just a waste of your time, really.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
I wouldn't necessarily recommend that either.
Even if you kind of have the idea of when they come, it does take a lot of time. So you need time to do this. That's the key thing. You need a flexible schedule, and you need time. If you only can get out of work at noon on your lunch break, you're probably going to have a hard time finding the restock. Now, some of these stores are now doing it in the morning, and then, people line up in the morning. Well, there you go. If you see a lineup outside the Target or Meijer,
then you know.
Or Walmart, yeah, it may just be because they've restocked the cards. So those are, a couple ideas at least to find the schedule. Also, ask people. So ask people about the schedule in the store. They may not know. In fact, oftentimes they don't.
Yeah, you will if you ask a Walmart employee or a Meijer employee or any employee. They tend to not really care that much, or it's not necessarily that they don't care, they just don't pay attention.
It's not important to them. Yep.
So they're not going to know, but they might try to pretend that they know to seem like, they're trying to be helpful, obviously, and so they may just say something.
Right.
So you could go around in one Walmart and probably get 6 different answers.
Exactly.
And that will just be kind of how it is. But sometimes you will find an employee that knows exactly what they're talking about, and they'll tell you, hey, they come on Thursdays, every Thursday.
Right. So just talk to people if you're getting frustrated yourself and trying to figure it out. And then talk to other people. Maybe there's people there, that are buying cards if you happen to hit the restock. Ask them, how often have you come? Will they give you any information? And that kind of leads us into our third point is work with other collectors in your area. This is key because there's only so much product to go around. Try to befriend these people that also collect in your area. Talk to them, ask them, hey, are you going to go today? Are you going to look? If so, can we work out some kind of a, deal that, if we come, we'll split the product or we'll share it with whoever's there or whatever. Try to work out, some kind of arrangements with other people. Otherwise, it's just dog eat dog, first come, first serve. No, really cooperation at all, which, kind of puts a dent in the hobby in a negative way. So, that's something that is not encouraged. What we do typically, if we're standing there and there's other people there, I like to always ask them, what are you looking for today? What kind of products? Are you looking for Pokemon? Are you looking for football, basketball, baseball? What is it that you're trying to get? So, and then, you'll find out, are they willing to share? Are they willing to, give you some information? And then, you just try to build a relationship with these people.
Yeah, exactly. Now, over time, we have friends here that'll, kind of do the same thing that we do, and we'll see them every week normally at these stores and just kind of talk to them. We end up splitting the stuff every week or splitting it through whatever it might be.
Yeah.
But at least everyone gets product that way that's there, not I've seen videos of one guy just going up and taking it all. So
yeah, we've heard stories of that too. Some guy is in line, just takes his arms and just grabs it all, throws it in his cart. I had one experience where I was in a Walmart that we usually go to by us. This person had traveled an hour and a half to come up to our area to see if he could get cards there. And he was in line while the person was restocking. And I basically had to ask him, are you willing to share anything? Because he was first in line. He's like, well, I kind of want it all. I said, okay, I understand. I said, but would you be willing to share some of it? He's like, okay, I guess so. And then as we talked more, he kind of warmed up. And, at the end, he was like, hey, I hope you pull some things. And he did. He gave me a few blaster boxes and a couple cello packs or something like that. So, definitely talk to people. This past week, we met some new collectors in the area. And they, were asking me questions about products coming out and stuff like that. And they just were trying to figure out what to get. And we said, hey, we're going to work together. We're not going to, take it all for ourselves. It's just, that's not how it should work. This is supposed to be fun and, not a greed fest where you're just taking everything for yourself. Leave some for other people, share with other people, do the right thing, in other words. And then also, if you're working with other people in your area, you can, maybe buy product from them.
Yeah,
and,
exactly.
Even at it,
yeah, or
exactly.
Even at resale prices, at least you can get something.
Yeah, at least you can get something, but at least you have a connection. Now, this isn't ideal. I think really it would be great if we didn't have all this trouble, but also, the way things are going now is going to continue this way for a while, and then maybe every store will start putting things behind glass or making all these limits, which seems to be the case more and more that the stores are putting on limits, which I think really is probably the best plan for now, at least temporarily. It's not,
I like the limit plan. Yeah.
Yeah.
For the most part, it seems to work really, really well from what I've seen. You know, there's no real way around it as long as it's enforced. So
right. So, take that into consideration. Let us know in the comments below if these were helpful. If you have ideas, definitely put them in the comments below to help other collectors. Hit that thumbs up button. Also, subscribe to the channel if you haven't yet already. And give us some feedback. And obviously, I know there's a lot of people that are disgruntled with the state of retail. We totally understand that. We're fortunate, once again, that we live in a sparsely populated area. So if you want to move, go ahead and move. Find some Targets, Walmarts that are in a very low populated area. Maybe you'll find more retail products. That's, of course, a joke, but, who knows? Maybe that's your only option. Not really. Yeah. All right, guys. Well, thanks for watching. We will try to do some more videos like this in the near future, some informational videos on the hobby. Hopefully, you guys are doing well. Take care. Have fun collecting. We'll see you in the next video.